The Euclid mission is a satellite mission led by the European Space Agency. It has a large Canadian component. It's going to go out into space for 6.5 years, and it's going to do a survey of the universe, and it's going to answer some big science questions, particularly what is dark energy, which is one of the biggest questions that there is in the whole of science at the moment.
Canada is also a part of that mission because we are contributing ground-based telescope data in different colors from the Canada, France, Hawaii telescope primarily, as well as other major international observatories.
The Euclid telescope takes pictures in essentially black and white. The CDC's role and Canada's role in general is to provide color information. The reason the color information is important is because if you know the color of a galaxy, you can get a good handle on actually how far away it is. If you have that, you've turned what's a 2D map of the dark matter into now a 3D map of the dark matter, where you actually have depth information.
We're going to have this amazing database, which will eventually be made public, and people can do whatever they want with it. But in the meantime, the main science goals are to learn about the dark universe using the bright universe. So in particular, learning about how the matter in front of galaxies distorts the light. That's called gravitational lensing. And also learning about particular signatures and how galaxies are clustered together. And those two things, if you measure them well, can tell you about the properties of the dark matter and the dark energy that dominate the universe.
As a result of Euclid's effort, we will have now a map of dark matter that covers half the sky. And that will tell us enormous things about the properties of dark matter.
Actually, a lot of what gets people most excited about Euclid is what we don't know we will discover. So Euclid is doing this huge survey of the sky. It's observing at a resolution and of a size that hasn't been done before. And whenever that's happened before in astronomy, there have always been an incredible large number of discoveries. And it's those discoveries that are going to be, I think, truly exciting and the legacy of Euclid.
This is a very exciting mission. I'm a cosmologist, so I study the large-scale universe. I'm trying to understand where everything came from and why the universe is the way that it is rather than some other way. So there's a lot of things that we've measured very well in the time that I've been a practicing scientist, but there are still huge mysteries.
I've never been to a launch before. I am incredibly excited to go to this launch. I just hope it's a success. I have faith that it's going to be a success.
But I suspect it's going to be a mix of fear and excitement. So excitement because this is something that is the results of many years of work. And then fear, of course, because something can go wrong.
And obviously, if you're involved in the project, which is sitting at the top of that huge pile of fuel, then it's obviously a lot more nerve-wracking because you're invested in the success of the launch. But launches are extraordinary. It will be very exciting to be in Florida when Euclid launches.
I will feel a huge wave of relief once it takes off and gets off the Earth up into the atmosphere, and then in the second phase later when all the instruments check out and perform the way they're supposed to.
Euclid's been part of my life for 13 years. I can't wait to see it go up.
What I'm really looking forward to is seeing this amazing Euclid data set, analyzing it, understanding the dark matter, mentoring students and taking them through the process and seeing this landmark mission achieve its goals.
When you watch, and hopefully you will watch, the launch of Euclid, don't just think about a rocket going up with a satellite. Think about the science that it's going to do. That is more exciting than just the launch, right? The questions that Euclid is going to be able to answer are big questions. This is humanity pushing the boundary.